Furry dice can finally swing freely in Illinois. Starting Monday, police won't be allowed to pull over drivers simply for having something hanging on their windshield's rearview mirror. This means air fresheners, park banners, and yes, even hanging those dice are fair game. The revised Illinois windshield rule is one of hundreds of new laws taking effect in states across the U.S. with the new year. While some may seem a bit mundane, others have real practical effects or touch on controversial issues like gun restrictions and medical treatments. Transgender people. Although the original Illinois windshield law was intended to improve roadway safety, it came to be viewed by some as an excuse to pull drivers over. The new law still bans objects that obstruct a driver's view, but only prohibits law enforcement from stopping or searching for suspected violations. With this new law, we are sending a strong message that the state does not tolerate racial profiling or other forms of discrimination, said Democratic State Sen. Christopher Belt, one of the bill's sponsors. Another new Illinois law aims to crack down on a more modern form of distraction by banning people from participating in video conferences or browsing social media while behind the wheel. Edit weapons and online activities. The Minnesota law would allow authorities seek extreme risk protection orders from courts to temporarily take guns away from people deemed an imminent threat, others or themselves. Minnesota would become at least the 20th state to have such a red flag law. Colorado will be one of a dozen states to ban so-called ghost guns. The new law bans home-assembled or 3D printed firearms without a serial number. These apps allow their owners to evade background checks. But a federal judge recently blocked a California law banning carrying concealed weapons in many public places. Various state laws address acceptable online activities. A new Connecticut law requires online dating operators to adopt policies for handling reports of harassment by or between users. The North Carolina law would require pornographic website operators to verify that viewers are at least 18 years old using a commercially available database. The law allows parents to sue companies if their children are allowed to access pornography. Another new Illinois law would allow victims of deepfake pornography, where videos are manipulated without their consent, to file lawsuits. Gender restrictions and book bans. Over the past few years, conservatives have made a big push to restrict transgender minors' access to gender-affirming treatments. Bans are registered in 22 states. These include states where judges have paused implementation, citing challenges to the policies. New bans on minors' access to puberty blockers, hormone therapy and rare surgeries are scheduled to go into effect Jan. 1 in Idaho, Louisiana and West Virginia. The West Virginia law includes an exception: teens can still access treatment with parental